Alright, welcome to part 3 of the Completionist Cape Chronicles Elf Achievement set. So right now I'm working on my hard and elite task and only have 24 achievements left to get, more than halfway done. And I figured I'd start off by working on probably the crappiest task of them all, and that's to get the 1500 harmonic dust to make an attuned crystal chakram from an attuned crystal weapon seed. I already have my attuned crystal weapon seed that I got yesterday. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to do the hard task to play and retune each of the 4 harps. So we'll start off by doing that, and then I guess I'll be camping here for a little bit to get the 1500 harmonic dust that I need. So there's my first harp attuned, and you know, it's not like I've gotten enough harmonic dust. I probably spent about 8 to 9 hours here getting the 8000 harmonic dust I needed for my crystal pickaxe and crystal hatchet. So I mean, when you have 8000, what's another 1500? I guess it's an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half of semi-AFKing watching YouTube, I guess. And final harp. That's kind of annoying that you can't just click right onto the next harp. The one time you actually want your harps to go out of tune, they don't want to go out of tune. There we go. And that should be one more hard achievement done. So 23 achievements left to get. I'll probably be camping here for the next hour and a half getting the 1500 harmonic dust that I need. And then after that I'll probably work on the second most crappy task, and that's to do an extended and preferred Slayer task. It may not seem like a crappy task to you, but I'm not a fan of Slayer, so it's going to be a crappy task to me. Then after that, I'll probably work on the Rush of Blood to beat wave 15 or more on Platinum or Gold. So I'll be back after I have my 1500 harmonic dust, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so roughly an hour and a half later, actually probably more than an hour and a half because I was semi-AFK watching YouTube, not paying as much attention to my harp as I should have. I have my 1500 harmonic dust and my attuned crystal weapon seed. Time to head over to the crystal singing bowl and sing ourselves an attuned crystal chakram. It's kind of stupid that they ask us to make the chakram because the attuned weapons don't have their attuned effect unless you have both the main hand and offhand. And I am certainly not going to be hunting for another attuned crystal weapon seed to make the offhand chakram to get the attuned effect from it. I wish they would have just had us make an attuned crystal bow, so that way we would have only needed one seed to have the crystal attuned effect. Attuned crystal chakram, sing, and there we go, one more elite down. So let's head over to the Slayer Master Morven, see what our Slayer task is, prefer it, extend it. Actually, I think it automatically extends when you prefer it. And work on that hard task next. Again, as I said earlier, not a big fan of Slayer, so I am not looking forward to this. I'm hoping for a nice easy task such as Metal Dragon. Steals are pretty quick to knock out with Ancient Magic. You can like 2 to 3 hit them. So let's get a task. $255 Greater Demons. I guess that's alright. That's a lot of demons, but they shouldn't be too long of a task to do. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Rewards. Let's prefer that task. And it's already extended once you prefer it. Yes, I don't have the option. After extending and preferring my Greater Demons task, I now have 306 to kill. I did bring along a Steel Titan to try to speed this up and overloads. I'm not expecting much in terms of drops as they are just Greater Demons, maybe a few rune helmets or something like that. But it'll be a quick task, especially with my Steel Titan helping me along. I am going to try to make the most of it though. I got some ramen noodles on standby, chicken flavored of course. So I'll be back as soon as I finish this task. In a world where Slayer tasks have been both preferred and extended, one man must slay them all. This winter. Maj0r Mike. Greater Demons. Maj0r Mike is the Greater Demon Slayer. Rated G! Alright, you caught me. I am freaking bored. Woo-wee, those noodles were good. So Slayer is just as bad as I remember it being. Getting pretty close to finishing up the test though. I have currently 10 left to go. I have to admit, I'm a bit surprised with the amount of drops I'm getting. Granted, in comparison to some other Slayer tasks, it's still not that much. I just wasn't expecting this much from Greater Demons. And as I'm sure you can see here, I am neglecting some of the drops, but I have 69k in coins alone, and that's just in solid coins, not high alching. Alright, this is the last Greater Demon. Hopefully everything works out well. I hope I didn't screw up. And let's see. Achievement pop, please. There we go, have it. And let's total up my drops. Again, neglected some of the drops, but look at that. 6 rune helmets, 2 offhand rune maces, 2 regular rune maces, got a hard clue, 114 U logs, over 1500 pure S, so it's 216k plus the 72k coins in my coin pouch. Not bad actually for a Greater Demon task, more than I expected. I guess it's time to go get ready for Rush of Blood now. Alright, so I'm all geared up for Rush of Blood. I need to beat at least wave 15 on Platinum or Gold mode. I'll be using Platinum mode. I'm more familiar with the monsters in there, even though some people might think Gold's easier. I have my Holy Water Vials, that way I can get the Tormented Demons to drop their shields without having to make them protect ranged first. So this has to be a rewarded run. I can't play this in trial, so if I fail this, I gotta wait a week to try again. No pressure. Looks like I'm making it to wave 18. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Doesn't matter, I passed it. Who cares if Morven's not impressed? That was wave 18, which means elite task complete. Let's see what we got in terms of rewards here. Ooh, a most wanted card. A U seed. Not bad. Now with the rest of the achievements, it's time for another montage. Most of them are pretty quick, self-explanatory, don't take very long to do, and again, not going to go into depth in every single achievement. So we'll be playing them in the background while I talk about some things. One of the things I want to talk about is my format. I know I've been changing my format up. This episode was more of a progress log in a traditional standard where I actually went and did my Slayer task and gave you updates when it was done. I kind of like how that went. If you guys want to see more of that style, let me know. I do like variety, and I think variety can be good. But I think there should be a standard towards the episodes, and I will still change things up. If you guys like to see it in a more traditional progress log, I definitely will keep doing that. Another thing I started doing in the midst of this episode was started recording my RuneScape screen resized a bit differently. Hopefully that helps give a clearer picture. I know when I record in full screen, because my RuneScape full screen is so much bigger when it's squished down on YouTube, it kind of makes it difficult to see things in my inventory or chat box or things I'm trying to point out. So hopefully this new format will help improve that. If not, I'm going to keep playing with it until it does. But again, it was in the midst of this episode. Some clips in the background might be better than others in terms of clarity, but we'll get it figured out. I definitely want to bring the highest quality and highest clarity to you guys. Feedback's also something that's very important to me, so if you guys want to let me know something, leave a comment. I do read all of my comments, even if I don't reply to them. I do try to reply to as many as I can. Some of them I take as just something that doesn't really require a reply, so if I don't reply to you and it was just a general statement, don't be offended. I still read it and I always appreciate the comments, especially constructive criticism. Alright, so I've completed both the hard and elite achievements, and that means I can now claim my rewards. But first, more importantly, let's put my Completionist Cape back on. Look at that. Well, actually that color pattern's a little ugly. Looked better on the max cape. I'll have to flip those colors around later. Let's go ahead and get our hard reward now. Tirannwn Quiver 3. So what benefits does this have? When worn, the corrupted Serenstone is easier to cleanse. 5% damage boost against elves. Death Altar and Elf Camp teleports are available. At all times. Lord Omlov grants 10% more shards back when exchanging pouches. Elwyn will exchange your Divination Chronicles. Brunette has a daily stash of battle stats. And the Experience Lamp, 40,000 experience in your skill of choice of level 78 or higher. I'm going to go ahead into the Max Guild and claim my Elite Task reward now. I know, such a far run. Alright, that's a lot of goodies. Total rewards. Tirannwn Quiver 4. When worn, ability to take a portrait at the photo booth with the head of one of the 8 Elf Lords. Double the blossom harvested from the Crystal Acorn Tree. 5% damage boost against Dark Beasts. Pretty cool. At all times. Daily logs from Codin. A chance to not use charges on the most wanted card. Pretty cool. 5% chance of not using a charge on your attuned crystal bows and wards. Pretty cool again, but they're too freaking rare. Also, 2 Experience Lamp, 60,000 experience in your skill of choice of level 95 or higher, and 1 40,000 experience in your skill of choice level 87 or higher, 50 Crystal Motherlode Shards, a random non-attuned half-charged crystal weapon, 10 cleansing crystals, 1000 harmonic dust, 100 corrupted ore. So there we go, I have my Completionist Cape back, our goal is met. Let's finish it off with sitting on the throne. Thanks again for watching guys, and I'll see you as soon as more Completionist Cape requirements come out.